So then, let's say in an ideal world, because you think this is going to work, or you think it has the potential to work here.
Right.
So, day one of the Department of Government of Efficiency, what does that look like? What would you want to see happen to make sure this is as seamless as possible?
Well, I think first thing I would do is I would let's take the Defense Department as an example. You want the Defense Department to be better able to procure the weapons and the IT systems and the artificial intelligence system that it needs now, not years from now. So I would find a couple of insiders in defense who really know how the game works, and I would come up with a model for how to do it quickly. And if it requires legislative change, I would go to the relevant congressional committee and I would say, here's what we want to do as a pilot project. Give us authority just to do this here now. And let's see if it works. And then so it's not a big change overnight of the whole Defense Department, and then make it work. And I do something similar in the Education Department.
Elon Musk said in October that he can see at least $2 trillion in cuts from the federal government's over $6 trillion budget. Where would you like to see those cuts? Because you said they shouldn't go in there and slash everything, but $2 trillion out of $6 trillion, that's a big fraction of that budget.
Right, right. That's not really possible. I mean, the federal budget, um, 80% of it or more are not even authorized by Congress. They're just, Social Security payments and Medicare and Medicaid payments and such. So these are non-discretionary items. You can't simply cut those. But there is a lot of fat, and there's an incredible amount of waste just from the fact that government is run like this big rusty machine, right? That's this 100 years old and just churns out scrap. So changing the operating systems can change a lot, can save a lot of money, but it won't be $2 trillion. Maybe you could get to $1 trillion.
I'm curious, where would you want to see the slashes? Where would you want to see those cuts? What do you think? What's the fat that needs to be trimmed from the federal budget?
Um, the, the biggest problem with the federal government is that it's ineffective. You can't get a permit for new infrastructure. You can't buy weaponry in a sensible and timely way. That's a much bigger problem than the cost of government. If you make government employees, let's pick a number, 25% more efficient, that's 500 billion dollars, because that's how much so the federal employees cost roughly $2 to $2.5 trillion. That's their salary and pensions. They're not very effective. To make them more effective by 25% would save 25% of that.